Sound the horn, ladies and gentlemen. It is another day of Ragnarok. We are here in Graveholm and Darkmoor, just like we were for the other video. Now, this is not the specific location for this one. If I'm honest with you, because this one doesn't really have a best location, this is just a how to acquire type one instead. So we're going to talk about a reagent called the Shocked Key. And this one was actually requested and put on the list as a request. And you can only get these through silver chests. Not these wooden ones like this one. This will not give you a Shocked Key. There is zero chance. You'll get other stuff though, like aquamarine. Otherwise, you are looking specifically for silver chests. Now, if you remember silver chests from back in the day, these are the chests that when you open them, you're put into one of two different minigames. Either catch a key or shock a lock. Hey, there's one. I'll give y'all an example right quick. So this is one of the minigames. You have to win the game to get the loot. Otherwise, you walk away empty-handed. So in this case, I'm just going to go ahead and play catch a key right quick. And we have to do this in a specific order. So in this case, I gotta go backwards. So I gotta get 5 first, and then I gotta get 4 next, like so. Now, obviously, this part doesn't matter what so freaking ever of like what the combination is. You just have to win. Don't run out of time. Grab the clocks to give yourself more time. Don't hit an ice cube because that freezes you, and don't hit a bomb because if you hit a bomb, you instantly lose. The other game that's possible is called Shock-a-Lock, and that one is a little bit different to explain. As you can see, Catch a Key sometimes likes to rage bait. It is a professional rage bait of a game. At times. Now I gotta get key number 2 next, which is right here. And then, damn it, ow. And now grab number 1, and I have officially won. And now I'm gonna get loot. Now, in this particular case, I did not get one. Now, the thing is, when it comes down to it, silver chests do not guarantee them at all. Oh, hey, I got an aged one this time.
You have too many treasure cards in your
Joke,
spellbook.
joke!
You can't receive any new treasure cards until there is more room in your spellbook.
Anyways, so shocked keys are not guaranteed. I think they even lowered the drop rate over the years. What is this? Oh, wow. That's neat. Sorry, I'm getting distracted, y'all. But point is, so silver chests are the only, well, not the only way. Let me correct myself. It is the only way out in the open world to get them. You cannot get them off the ground. You cannot fight anything for it. All you can do is 2 things. Silver chests around the world in the game, or this other method called gardening. So now I'm gonna sit at my house because the other method is gardening. Also, I got my 69. I got my 69 taters, y'all. I finally did it. Anyways, so it's not the couch potatoes. That's how you get shocked keys. It is not through evil magma peas either. The only gardening that you can do to get the shocked keys is you have to go and get a plant called key limes. That's right. Guys that look like keys and stuff, yeah, it checks out, y'all. I promise. But yeah, so key limes, they're not too difficult to get. You can kind of get them from various boss fights in the game. Like, you could get them through some packs, or you could just fight your favorite farms in the game for them, and stuff like that. And the thing is, when it comes to their loot, the key limes, you would pretty much, well, you're not guaranteed, but when it comes down to it, whenever you do these, you do have a chance to get a shocked key. This is both for the adult and the elder harvest. So if you have key limes, you could, like, you have a chance to get them at adult, you have a chance to get them at elder. So that is the other method to getting shocked keys. In my particular case, just using silver chests. Now, the number I have is not from quick stuff. It's not from quick farms. It's not from just recent. I've had these keys for a long time. I have 28. Now, I've had these for a long time. This is not me just getting this over the past 2 hours or nothing like that. I've accumulated these over time, but I did eventually stop doing silver chests at some point, just because of time. So I'm gonna go back to Darkmoor just for scenery. Okay, when I said I was gonna go to Darkmoor, I'm gonna change my mind right quick because I'm actually gonna go to where you can actually use these. Alright, so I'm actually gonna be here in Taylor Stormblood's favorite world in the entire game, no joke, Imperia, and we're going into the Nimbus Citadel. You'll understand shortly. Now, I had mentioned that some of the Aether reagents could be used to make some really, really valuable stuff. We're coming back to those recipes right now. Because if we come into this room with these vendors here, like Romar, for example, these guys, they give the Alfoy gear. The Alfoy gear, this is the crafting equivalent of the Paradox gear. If you remember the old Paradox gear from Imperia, this is the crafted version alternative. And when it comes to these are basically the exact same stats. Straight up. And as you can see, Shocked Keys are one of the pieces. You need 20 of them for this item, 20 for these, 20 for these. You basically need about 20 for each major piece. The Thame costs 6, the Amulet costs 8, Rings cost 5, Decks cost 7. But the point is, the Alfoy gear, that's basically just how it goes. Also, what recipes do you have, sir? Oh, you have these versions of the decks too, which also require Shocked Keys. Very, very much noted. And what the hell do you have? Oh, you have a lot of stuff, including furniture, but you don't use Shocked Keys. Alright, I was just checking out all the stuff. But yeah, so the Paradox crafted alternative is the Alfoy, and that is the use. Well, not really the use, it's a use of the Shocked Keys. The other use, at least back in the day, it was these Imperia crafted wands, which this one is not the case. Here we go. It was the Revered, the good version. Which when it comes to the Revered wand for your school, it is specifically the part 2 of your Imperia crafting quest. We talked about Shining Scales, we've talked about Ether Orb, we've talked about the Flying Squid Ink. The last one to cover 40s wands, other than, you know, the Legendary Wand, is the Shocked Key. So these Revered wands are the other use. So you're going to be wanting to get a good amount of these if you're wanting to craft everything and craft your way to gear. Now, these wands, these are the best free-to-play energy wands in the game, because there's nothing better that's free-to-play and lootable in terms of wands at all. You can only get this through crafting, and anything that's better you have to buy in packs or bundles. This is the absolute #1 free-to-play, no paying money energy wand in the game. Because everything else that's higher, that gives 14 energy, is either through packs or a bundle. You cannot loot 14 energy wands. It's just not possible. Hopefully someday. But that's gonna do it for this video, y'all. I just wanted to show that Shocked Keys do have a little bit of a use, especially if you're trying to finish your crafting quests. As of this recording, this contributes to your last crafting quest in the entire crafting quest line. So if there's any recipes that you guys want me to cover, whether you want like an in-depth dive of like the Legendary and Revered wands, or the craftable houses, or anything like that, or even crafted alternative stuff that I haven't already covered. I did already cover the Merciless alternative. I already covered Novus and all that. If you have any recipe requests, let me know, because this series, I'm not gonna lie, I'm running out of stuff to talk about. But hey, it's what happens when you go through a long series over the course of however many months. But that's gonna do it for this one, y'all. So if you guys like this one, if you guys like the vibes here, hit the likes, hit the comments, hit that subscribe button. We're trying to hit 1,000 subs for the first time in our lives. And until next time, my name is Tyr, and I will see you in the next video. Have a good night.